Hello, how are you all? So, we'll be continuing with the problems, more problems, and very important problems from inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, and one more thing I'll tell you, if you go through all these problems thoroughly, okay, so you will be able to do the problems by yourself without any confusion. Okay, so you must go through all the example problems we are solving. Okay, don't skip any of the lectures. Okay, so we'll start. Find the value of tan inverse of tan 2 pi by 3. It is an easy problem. So first of all, tan inverse of tan 2 pi by 3. So I already told, whenever these kind of values come, what we have to do, we need to split it so that it will come in terms of pi. Okay, so we have to obtain some term with pi. So when we split this, it will be pi minus pi by 3, right? If we do the cross multiplication, it will be 3 pi minus pi by 3, that is 3 pi minus pi is 2 pi by 3. Okay, so we can write it as tan pi minus pi by 3. Clear? Yes, put the bracket because we have more than one term. Now we can take each term with tan, right? Tan inverse of tan pi minus tan pi by 3. See the benefit of putting bracket. So whenever more than one term comes, you must put the bracket. Otherwise, what will happen? If you didn't put bracket here, then you will get confused whether you have to choose both or only pi. Okay, so you must put the bracket. Now tan pi value is what? Which is 0. Okay, so it will be tan inverse minus tan pi by 3. Now what is tan inverse? I hope you all had your formula book with you. We already created it, right? So keep it with you, and while solving the problem, refer from that, and so that you will learn it gradually. Okay, so it will be tan inverse minus x. Tan inverse minus x will be minus tan inverse x, right? So this will be our x. So that minus tan inverse tan pi by 3 will get. So tan inverse tan will be cancelled. So the answer is pi by 3. So next we will be seeing bit more complicated problems. It is actually not complicated. Okay, so you can see the problems like prove, verify. Okay, so those problems, there will be some derivations that we need to do manually, but with the existing properties itself. Okay, so here we'll see how we can choose the properties according to the function given in the question. So while practicing the problems, you will get that capability to choose the correct properties or to do the correct derivation. Okay, so no need to worry about it. Keep on practicing all the questions that we are covering. Okay, these are selective questions, and you must learn it, so that definitely you can solve every problems that comes from chapter 2. Okay, so let's begin. Here the question is, prove that sine inverse 8 by 17 plus sine inverse 3 by 5 equals sine inverse 77 divided by 85. Okay, so definitely with the sine function, we cannot obtain sine inverse 77/85 value. So there will be some expansions, there will be some substitutions that can occur. Okay, we'll see. So here, in place of sine inverse, we can write tan function. Okay, so how we'll get the tan function? We know that. So yesterday's session we saw this example. So this is, if it is theta, okay, suppose sine inverse 8/17 equals theta, then 8/17 will be sine theta. So sine means what? Opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So opposite side is 8 and hypotenuse is 17. And we know what is tan theta. Tan theta is opposite side divided by adjacent side. For finding the adjacent side, we have the formula c square equals a square plus b square. So here this is the hypotenuse, so 17 square equals a square is the opposite side, that is 8 square plus b square, adjacent side. So b square will be equal to 17 square minus 8 square. So b will be equal to root of 17 square minus 8 square. Okay, so just calculate this value in your calculator. So b value will get as 15. So tan theta will be opposite side by adjacent side. We can term this theta as theta 1. Why? Because we have two sine inverse functions. Okay, so we got tan theta 1. Similarly, how to find out sine inverse 3/5? Same way we can find out. So here the opposite side is 3, hypotenuse is 5. 3/5 will be equal to sine theta 2. So tan theta 2 will be root, so b will be, this b value will be, hypotenuse is 5, right? The same steps. Okay, so 5 square, only the values are changing. 5 square minus, next we have okay, yeah, so the opposite side, that is 3 square. So this value will be 4. 25 minus 9, okay, that is 16, and root. Now this will be opposite side by adjacent side, 3/4. Clear? In place of sine inverse functions, now we can substitute tan. Okay, yeah, I will show you. So tan theta 1 we got as 8/15, right? Tan theta 2 was 3/4, right? So what is theta 1? It will be tan inverse of 8/15. Now theta 2 will be tan inverse of 3/4. Now substitute these two in place of sine. So it will be tan inverse 8/15 plus tan inverse 3/4. We have a property related to this. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y will gives tan inverse x, that is 8/15, plus y 3/4 divided by 1 minus 8 by 15 times 3 by 4. Now we have to solve this. So here what we will do, we'll do the cross multiplication. Also here we can multiply directly. 8 into 3, 15 into 4. Okay, because this is multiplication. So just do it. So when we do the cross multiplication here, it will be 8 into 4, that is 32, plus 15 into 3, 45, divided by 15 into 4, 60, all divided by 1 minus 8 into 3, 24, divided by 15 into 4, 60. Now again we have to do a cross multiplication here. So 60 minus 25 divided by 60 will come. Okay. This value is 77. Since we know both the denominators are same, so we can take the reciprocal. So it will be 77 divided by 60 times 60 divided by 36. So 60 and 60 will get cancelled. You will get this value. Now still we didn't reach on sign, right? We got the tan inverse of 77 by 36 value. So now just label it as theta 3 equals tan inverse of 77 by 36. So tan theta 3 equals 77 by 36, right? So from tan, how to get sine? Again draw a triangle, theta. So sine means opposite side by adjacent side. Okay. So from this, what is tan means opposite side by adjacent side. So what is sine? Opposite side by hypotenuse. How to get the hypotenuse value? I'll just write here. That is C. C equals root A square plus B square. That is, A value is 77 square plus 36 square. Just calculate what is this value. Take the square root of 77 square plus 36 square. We will get 5929 plus 1296. So the value is 85. So the hypotenuse value is 85. Then sine theta 3 will be opposite side, that is 77 divided by 85. Did we get this? Yes. So theta 3 will be sine inverse 77 divided by 85. So hence we proved the LHS equals RHS. Clear?